Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Coach JC. Everyone gather around should be going today. Today's topic is woman goes viral for saying she didn't want to date a man who didn't came from a two-parent household. What are my thoughts? Well, my thoughts are yes, she's entitled to her opinion, to her preferences, because hey, if that's what she wants, that's what she desires. Nothing wrong with that. It's just sometimes we don't get what we always want. That's not what God wants for us sometimes. Sometimes we may want a person who's 6 feet tall, who's muscular, has this great credit score, a great job, is good income. But something that's not what God wants for us. But there's nothing wrong with what she's saying for that. She was a man that came from a two-parent household. There are men that have been successful who, didn't come from that. They was only probably just had mom, probably just had dad, probably just had grandparents, or some people they just grew up in foster care, and let's talk about men and women, not just men, but men and women. Everybody's situation is different and unique, and to find somebody that did come from a two-parent household, yeah, that'd be an ideal situation. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, I would have wanted to meet a woman who didn't come from a two-parent household. No, of course you want both parents, but hey, sometimes life doesn't give you that way. Those people didn't have that luxury to have two parents. Sometimes God made a way to just have one parent, and one is just spiritually with that person. So everybody's situation is different. Everybody's life circumstance is different. But the only thing you have control over is what you do with the time you have. Everybody got 24 hours in a day to make it happen. And people that had two parents grow up, strong household. Some people, they come out here and they messed up in the world. They're out here, not being self-sufficient, still asking for money, still not goal-oriented, no drive, no ambition. So, and then there's other people that's had it tough. They've been in the shelter, they've been in foster care, they've been homeless, they've been different hotel to hotel, been in friendly couches, and they're out here being successful. So it's all about what you do within the time frame. Everybody has a time frame, everybody has a clock. What are you going to do from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed? That's what everybody's given the luxury to do each and every day. And me personally, I don't take that for granted. That's why I say time is always the biggest commodity, because you don't know when your time will be called. You can be called tonight, tomorrow, next week, next year, and you have to make every moment count, every minute of your life count. So you want to date a man who didn't have both parents, now that's on you. Nothing wrong with that. It's just you're just going to have to learn from other people, from other adults, that you get the balance. Like if you're a man and you didn't grow up without your father, guess what? You got to get the nurturing from other brothers, other mentors, uncles, grandparents. Like you got to get that other half, And then same thing with a woman. If you're a woman without a dad, without a mom, you have to go through your sisters. You got to go through uncles and uncle, aunts, mentors. So, whatever you're lacking and you feel like you're lacking, there's help out here, for any situation, with mental health, whether it's finances, whether it's career changes, whether it's just having somebody to talk to. There's people that's out here that's qualified to help you, nurture you to the best human being you can be. Everybody has their own story. Everybody's upbringing is different. It's not going to be the same. Let's just be real. Ideally, you want someone in a two-parent household. You want that structure, that foundation. But sometimes that's not what God gives you, and you just have to be okay with it. And for me personally, like I said, when I met my wife, she just had her dad. She had a dad. She had aunts. She had a lot of brothers and sisters, and her mom. She passed away when she was young, so it's like didn't have the opportunity to meet my mom-in-law. But I know she's praying over my wife. She's the reason why we met, because without her, we wouldn't be here. So I do give her a lot of appreciation. And then, like I said, it wasn't really my first option as far as situation, but it just kind of played itself out. We was on the phone, I talked to her, hey, how's the upbringing? She told me about her mom. I'm like, okay. And, felt bad about it, but she had a really strong father, my father-in-law, so, and I appreciate him. He just passed away last year, so it's like, really admire the time, the memories that we share together, and it's priceless. So, everybody's situation is different. I'm no different than anybody else. I'm blessed to have my mom, had my godmom, had her mom. Still have my dad right now, so I'm still blessed each and every day. Me knowing that, I know any moment anything can happen. So I'm very blessed and very conscious and aware of that. But I really don't put people on those type of pedestals. Me personally, whether they came from a two-parent household, didn't come with parents, single mom, single dad, it don't really matter to me. Like I said, I'm always looking at the individual, the makeup of the person, and seeing if we're compatible or not. That's kind of like what a lot of people should be kind of looking for, not so much upbringing like that. Because, yeah, you do hear those stories, but there are like a lot of good single mothers that did raise powerful sons, and there's some single moms that raised lazy sons. There's parents that had two-parent households, successful, wealthy, but the children aren't successful. So it all depends on the individual and their mindset and type of drive and kind of ambition they want to do. So, the work, the everything's out here. Everything's on the internet. There's no secret. There's no denying anything. You want to know how to cook. You want to know how to clean. You want to know how to drive. It's on the internet. Nothing's hiding from you. So just go out there and get it. I don't really doubt nobody have those preferences. A lot of people have the preferences. Hey, I want somebody that's taller than me. I want somebody that's bigger than me, or have this kind of house, this kind of job. A lot of that stuff, that's good. A lot of that stuff's on the surface. You want somebody that's going to love you to death do y'all apart. Y'all go through, the ups and downs, the trauma of the life. You don't want to just date somebody that's just superficially, they just have the car, the house. There's no substance to that person. There's no, he really cares about me. He really cares about me when I go to bed or when I wake up. He's praying over me. He's making sure I'm fed. We have children, make sure the children are fed, make sure that they're safely going to school or wherever they're at. Those are the things you should be focusing on. A lot of people, they focus on the wrong thing, and it's like, that's not how life is most times. Now, there are situations where it does happen, where you do find that man, that woman, ideally, but it doesn't happen, And then me too. Me personally, like I said, my wife and I, like I said, we want Olivia to be born to a two-parent household where she was, mom and dad were married, but anything happened, either one of us. So, and we see there right now, like whatever go on right now, we're gonna be all right, because we setting a foundation right now, like regardless of whenever my time and wife's time is up, we're gonna be straight regardless. So that's what we're planning on building. That's what we keep instructing in our child, that whatever's going on, we're gonna keep building and keep trying to push it through, so you can be straight regardless. Now, whatever you do with your life when you get a certain age, that's on you. But you ain't gonna look back like, oh, my parents didn't do anything. Your parents putting the work in each and every day. We're trying to make sure food's on the table, house over your the basic stuff, the least. So, that's what I'm blessed about, like my parenting. As far as like what I grew up with, very blessed, very humble, very appreciative. I don't take anything for granted. Like I said before, it can be taken away just like that. I could get a phone call an hour from now, but everything's all good. It's just ups and downs. But like I said, she's not wrong with her preference. Everybody has them. Let's be real. Before I got married, I had preferences. I was like, nah, I don't want to date a woman with children. Nah, I don't want to date a woman that's we have those type of preferences, but guess what? I signed that. The best decision I made was to make that covenant commitment with my wife. Now I have a daughter, or two daughters now because of marriage, and she's about 27, 28, I think. She's had a birthday like 2 weeks ago, so as a husband, I gotta take that on. It's a blessing, it's an honor, and I get to experience that with her. So I'm very appreciative of her. I'm appreciative of my wife. Appreciative of the foundation that we're building each and every day. And like I said, everybody has preferences. Two-parent homes. Some people just got one parent. Some people got orphans. You got people who don't even know raising kids. So it all depends on the individual. But let's just wrap it up. That's all I really have to say. But what's your thoughts though? What's your preference? Do you agree with her? Do you have preference with a woman or a man or woman growing up with a two household parenting or not? Feel free to comment below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I'm out. Coach JC.